Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's get into the Housewives of Dubai Season 2, Episode 8. So we ended up starting off with them showing Caroline Stanbury with her husband. You know, they at home, y'all. you know, um, they at home. They were complaining. They were having a little chit chat about the housewarming party and how it went down, and that all the fighting went down. It was just crazy. Sergio was mad as hell at Brooke, at Caroline Brooke, and how she acted and stuff. Um, you know, Caroline Stanbury, she was mad too. You know how about the whole thing. She was mad about the stage that Stanbury that Brooks brought to her house. I would be too. Period. Because I don't care if you is coming in and saging, the bad things out of the house. That's just you just don't do that. Not to you just don't do that. That's no class. But that's it. We move on about that. She talked about her going on this, the Bali trip. This will be her first trip without her husband since, last season, he showed up on the girls' trail. But this is the first trip without him and stuff. She talked about that. Then we ended up seeing the ladies all getting ready for packing and stuff for the trip to Bali and everything else. So we ended up seeing, I want to say, Lisa. We seen Lisa with her husband telling her husband about what happened and whatever while she's packing and stuff like that. Gave him a list of things to do and stuff while she gone and whatever, and stuff, and told him that it was bad. That night wasn't good. It was a mess and all that stuff. Moving on from there, we move on to okay, we move on to Caroline. So Caroline Brooks ended up calling Sarah. And she ended up telling Sarah that she ended up calling Sarah while she was packing and telling Sarah that she may not be going. She don't feel like, she don't think she's going on a trip or not. She don't feel like it after what happened last night and stuff. And Sarah had to get her to go get her to change her mind and whatever and stuff like that. Because she's mad at Teely and stuff, and how she acted and whatever. And I'm like, girl, get over it. I said, y'all both were in the. To me, y'all both were in the. At the end of the day, y'all both was in the wrong because that was not called for. Definitely, if y'all know the laws in Dubai and y'all know y'all can't be yelling outside. Yeah. But all the way around is what it is. They showed the ladies all ended up at the airport except Caroline Brooks. We ended up seeing Sandberg show up with Sergio. So the ladies now asking like, why he here? Because he had his bags and stuff. And they think he get ready to go on a trip. And Ayan was mad as hell. She was like, where he going? But come to find out, he was going to Spain, back home. I want to say he's from Spain, if I'm not mistaken. He was going back to Spain, spend time with family and stuff like that. But come to find out, he gave her a poster of himself, so she wouldn't be alone. I said, "Oh God." So we had Sarah feeling worried about Caroline Brooke because she didn't show up yet. And Ayan feeling a little worried. Sandberry said she ain't worried at all. She said she know the stunt this heifer pulling. She ain't worried about nothing about her. And so they get on the plane and whatever. They get to Bali. So they in Bali. They get to their I want to say the hotel villa, some type of thing. They get there and stuff. They all greeted and whatever, and so they get there. The place is where they staying was really nice. It was nice, nice. I was like, oh, this is nice. So I'm like, huh. So they get their room keys and stuff like that. They getting ready for the night because they having dinner and everything. Uh, there was something. Okay, having dinner and everything. We ended up finding out that Sarah did try to call. Sarah tried to call Caroline Brooks, but Caroline Brooks wasn't picking up or anything. So she was getting worried and whatever, and that's what it is. So they go to dinner and stuff. They go to the first night, the first dinner, and the ladies all sitting around chit chatting and whatever. Ayan brings up that she heard that T Lee was that T Lee was T Lee, I heard that you was chasing Brooks around saying where your husband, and T Lee said, hold up. Hold up, that's what you not gonna do. I wasn't chasing her around saying nothing. I wasn't chasing her around saying nothing. And it's like she what? And so, Lisa ended up cutting in. Lisa White, I was there, and Lisa said she did not chase her around, but she did say husband. So, they chit chat back and forth, and I'm like, Ayan, even because you heard it, stop. It's like you doing too much. And so, Sarah tried to cut in. Sarah said, since she's not here, Brooke's not here, I don't think we should be talking about her. I said, girl, get the hell out of here. I said, don't nobody give a damn her being not being here. Shit, you sit through anything else they be talking about when nobody else, the other person ain't there, but because she's not here, all of a sudden, now you got a voice. Girl, bye. So, they ended up asking her about, they asked Sarah about, hold up. She not here. Okay. I know they asked Sarah something. Oh yeah, I think they asked, one of them asked Sarah about what's going on with her and the dude and stuff. And she said, they asked her if was she would they live together or date something. It was something like that. And she said, in my culture, we don't do, the live together or the date and stuff like that beforehand. And I'm like, girl, none of this. That's like, I'm like, none of this. I said, to be honest, none of that really makes sense to me. And I'm like, girl, you gotta. I said, but you rushing into things already. You trying to rush to have him meet your parents and stuff. You want him to meet your mom, meet your dad, meet the whole family. But you said you not rushing into things, but you are rushing into things. Because on top of that, your son already want him to be the stepdad, dad, and all that stuff. I'm like, this is a little crazy. You not want to rush into stuff, but you're kind of doing it. And then you want him to automatically move there after he just came to visit you for probably the first time. Is what I'm getting. Visit you and hang out with you and your son for the first time. You want him to automatically move there now. Like, you're rushing things. But, that's her. But I know that T Lee and Ayan ended up making up while they was at dinner. Okay, yeah, I did do that. Okay, okay, the Sarah part, yeah, that was right. So it was Sandberry ended up asking Sarah about the boyfriend. It was actually would she live with him or something like that. She said she wouldn't do none of that because that ain't in her religion or whatever. Um, After that, So after dinner, they ended up going back to the to their to where they were staying, and they ended up having a good time. The ladies ended up having fun, being silly, dancing, and all that good stuff. And you know, all of a sudden, here comes Caroline Brooks, drunker than a skunk on the highway, like roadkill. Cause she was done, done. So everybody get on her like, girl, we've been calling you and trying to see what was going on with you and stuff like that. And you know, and all that good stuff. So she finally shows up. They do a little bit more chit chatting with her. Uh, Sam, okay, so Brooks ended up saying she had to sleep it off. She had to sleep it off because she wasn't sure if she was coming or not. And so the next day she woke up, she went, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. So she got on a private jet and came down here. And I'm like, girl, whatever. Moving on from there, the ladies end up going to bed and whatever because they had plans for the next day. So the next morning, we end up seeing Tilly call her husband to see how he doing and what's going on with the kids and whatever, and tell him what was going down so far. That's what she did. We got Caroline Brooks and Sarah ended up chit chatting in Brooks' room while getting ready for today's activities. And Sarah tell her like, "Girl, I was worried about you. I was calling you and you didn't pick up or anything." And she's like, "Girl, I just needed a minute alone and stuff like that. That's it and stuff." And you know, started chit chatting. Sarah telling her, you know, we were worried about you and stuff like that, and telling her what happened the night before, and telling that you know, Tilly is a snake. She's a backstabbing helpful and all that good stuff. And um then Sarah says oh, Caroline Brooks says she's a fake bitch. So after that, they all ended up getting ready and stuff. They ended up going on a boat trip where this is what Caroline Brooks, I want to say, set up for that day for them to go on a boat trip. They ended up having a good time on the boat. They were having fun and everything. We ended up getting Ion and Caroline Brooks ended up chit chatting to the side where you heard Ion was trying to speak to Brooks and tell Brooks like, you know, that's been your friend for over 7 years, so go talk to your friend and try to fix the situation. And she went, yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that right now. She being stubborn as hell and stuff. And Ion just trying to give her some good advice, but you know, she being stubborn Brooks. And so we got Brooks and so Brooks and Caroline, so both Caroline ended up moving to the side, ended up having a little chit chat and saying that they missed each other and stuff like that. Brooks ended up Brooks said, oh, Caroline, Stanbury told Brooke she need to stop the healing part of her journey and just stay herself. Cause she said beforehand you was all you. When you spoke your mind, you did everything else. But now since you on this healing journey, you gotta have Sarah speak for you. So ain't no. So ain't that ain't working for me. She like you need to come back around and straight cause this healing, it ain't straight the healing part ain't working. Cause it ain't working, boo. It's like Caroline Stanbury ain't on her shit. Caroline said, I peeped your game, I peeped what you're doing, and she went, girl, you ain't really healing. Because if you was healing, you would still be your 100% self that you have been this whole entire time. Now you want to switch up, and now you can't speak your mind all of a sudden. So, after that, we ended up getting to see so Caroline asked, so girl, tell me, who paid for the jet? For the private jet. And she didn't want to say. She like, I can't tell you my secrets. I said, oh, this damn mess. So we move on from there. Okay, so we ended up seeing Ion said she has a voice note. We ended up seeing Ion have said she have a voice note of Sarah talking about Caroline Brooks, and they ended up showing scenes of her meeting up with T. Lee and Caroline Stanbury and playing the voice note, and T. Lee ended up asking her like who the voice note was from. She said, I can't tell you. She went, girl, I can't tell you who that's from, but yeah, whatever. So, we see all that. Then they go to lunch. They go to dinner for the second night. And at dinner, Caroline Brooks Caroline Brooks ended up telling the ladies what happened between her and Stanbury on the boat, and saying that Stanbury wanted her to stop the healing part, and just be her normal self. And some of the ladies asking her why you say that, and Sarah loud ass mouth and like, so why did you say that? And Caroline said no. Caroline said, well, my issue is, Caroline said, I have no problem with her healing and being on her healing journey. I have a problem with her not speaking up for herself, because you speak for her. And during that process of them her saying that, Sarah started demonstrating that she does speak for Caroline Brooks. Again, she started showing that, doing a back and forth and stuff. And that's when Caroline Brooks says, well, let's talk about this voice note. I said, what? So this called Ion off. Ion like, what? Ion like, okay. Ion says, since you want to go there? Okay. We can do that. So she like, so I got a voice note. What was the voice? Sarah went, what the voice note say? So Tilly said it was about you saying you don't like Caroline Brooks. Saying what you talking about? So that's when Lisa was like, huh? Lisa was like, oh, and Eric, that's when Ion went, girl, I want to tell you, girl, Lisa, I'm so sorry, girl. Shut down, that's messy. Showing that's messy. That is messy. Showing that's the voice note I sent you. That's messy. Saying, well, I got a voice note and stuff. And so, when she did that, it was something. Hold up. When she did that, okay, so she brought up the voice note. When she did that, Ion was like, okay. And Lisa was like, oh, Lisa, I sent you that. She said, yeah, so I played the voice note for them, and it was you saying that you, I think it was messy as hell, because they ended up playing the voice note, and ended up playing it when Lisa said that was messy. So that was truly messy of you. and it went off. That was the end of y'all. I said can't wait to it come on, because it did come on this week for some damn reason, which I was mad at, because I was waiting for that next part to come up. It didn't come on. I was truly pissed. Truly pissed, because I wanted to see what went down. Because I know that I know I'm missing something. Something is missing, and I don't remember what it was. Oh yeah. Hold up. So they played the voice note, and Lisa said that, I played it for Ayan because I didn't know what you said at the end of it, Sarah. So I wanted to make sure what you were saying, who you were saying it was about, because we was talking about the whole fight at the housewarming. And, they ended up playing the voice note. Ended up hearing it. She was talking about T. She don't like T because of what T said there about the husband thing. And so that caused the commotion and stuff. And, Lisa checked Ayan. Ayan didn't like it. So Ayan ended up getting mad and leaving the table. And that's where it went out. So like, subscribe, and share all social media. It's your boy Paul. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I get back at y'all later. I know this was a mess at the end of this one, because I said, I just couldn't remember at the end. But thank y'all for tuning in. Bye, y'all.